This is my sleeve pattern. This is what I have anyway. I'm going to be like redrawing the curve to fit what I want to do. Okay, and this is the bicep line. From here down will be too long for me, so if you want it that way, you can make it this way, but I feel that the sleeve is short and it will be finer or more beautiful if it's, you know, maintains the length just the way it is in the picture. Okay, so from here to here I'm going to measure like 3 inches. Okay, or I've already indicated anyway. I folded the paper. This is the crease line, so let me just go by the crease line. This is about 2.75. okay, so I'll just mark here as well. Okay, so, and let me just trace it. So for this sleeve I won't be considering front or back, so I'm just going to use the same thing. So like I said, I am going to be redrawing it. All right, so I think it's fine this way. Okay, so I'm going to just join this point and this point together, but before I remove this pattern, I will measure what I have here. Here I have 3.75. You can make yours 5 inches. Okay, so I'm going to connect this, and I'm going to connect this side as well. Okay, so here I have 2.75. okay, let me just do this. I think it's fine this way. Okay, so this is what I have, and of course you can leave like 5 inches, you know, before you place your pattern. So but mine is about 3.75, so it's not that bad. So I'm going to go up by 3 inches or 3.5 or even 4 inches. So about 3.5 is not bad. Okay, so I'm going to just connect like this. For example, this is going to be like this. Okay, so, and you can just like join the line together like this. Okay, the most important thing is that you have some space here and you have also gone up by few inches. Okay, so that by the time you start, you know, gathering it, then you will have the fullness is here. Okay, so I can now remove, this is the breaking point. I can now remove my pins. Can you see what I have? So from here I will go up by maybe 3 inches. So now the length altogether of my sleeve is 7.75. That's about 7 3/4. Okay, so here is also the same thing. Okay, so now I will go up by 3 inches. Let me go up by 3 inches, and with the help of your ruler you connect it like this. Not the first line, this is not there anymore. Okay, so I think it's okay this way, or you can even move it up a little, maybe a little up. So I feel that it's fine this way. So you can just move it up a little. Okay, so this is what I have, and all together I have this. All right, so I can cut it and we are good to go. You can just go up a little. The higher you go, the more gathers that you're going to have. So this is my sleeve. Can you see the shape? I've completely altered the shape. Okay, and please note that this part is going to be on fold. It's going to be the center front or center. This is going to be the center line. Okay, so this is what I have, and I'm going to place it on my fabric and I'm going to cut. So once I'm done, I'll let you see it. I am done cutting out. I'm done cutting out. So I'm going to add interfacing on the wrong side of the fabric. So if it's a soft interfacing that you're using, then you can apply it on both the fabric and the lining. But if it's a hard one, you can just maintain the fabric alone. Okay, so it's either fabric or the lining, but I prefer to add it on the wrong side of the fabric instead of the lining. That is if your interfacing is a bit hard. Okay, so but I'm going to be using a softer one, so I'll be adding it on both. Can you see it? This is what I have. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to take about 1 inch crinoline. So this is what I'll be using, and I'm going to just flip to the wrong side. This is the fabric and this is my lining. So I'm just going to place the crinoline like this from the edge, like that. Ensure you don't pull as you are sewing. Okay, just allow you to relax. Okay, so it doesn't really need pulling, and this is what you do. You will sew to the end. You will place the right side of the lining, okay, on it this way. So, and it is this lining you will use to turn it. So what I'm thinking you can do is just to place this first, okay, and after placing it, you can pin or whatever, then you can pin together, or you even sew it first. Okay, now let's do this. Let's sew it first, then we attach our crinoline on the wrong side of the fabric. Okay, then I will show you the next thing to do. Alright guys, as you can see, I am done attaching my crinoline, and this is my seam allowance on both sides, and you can see that I added I used masking tape, the paper tape, to cover the rough edges of the crinoline. So right now I'm going to be using my hemming gum to tape this down, so because I need to really press it down flat to the fabric. So, and I won't be able to do this if I don't use my hemming gum. You can see how flat it is right now on the fabric. Okay, so right now the next thing to do is to top stitch. Okay, so all the seam allowance here, you are going to bring it close to the lining, and you come in, you measure 1 inch, and you start your top stitching from there to 1 inch before the end point, as you can see. Okay, so, and there's a reason for this anyway, so you'll be getting to know as time goes on. So this is what I have already top stitched, and the next is to join the sides together. Okay, you can see the reason I came in by 1 inch. So right now, because my seam allowance is about ½ an inch, so you have to bring it close and ensure that the seam line match up. Okay, then you sew from the beginning to the end. Okay, right now I am done joining the two sides. You can see it, both the lining and the fabric. So right now I will turn this to the right side, open up the seams as shown, and turn to the right side. So you can see how lovely it looks now. Here you have to press it down with your pressing iron so that it will be flat. Okay, so the next thing is to run gathering stitches around the cap, and you can do this by probably measuring where your stitch or gathering stitch will start from. So but the most important thing, you gather to ensure that it covers all of the armhole, okay, of the bodice. So right now I'm going to be running my gathering, stitching from this point to this very point, and right now I have already done that. You can see how it looks. So the next thing is for me to gather. So I will just pull the thread and gather and gather and gather. Then once I'm done gathering and I'm okay with what I have done, then I can attach to my armhole. So I'll be showing you how it looks on the armhole. It's so lovely. All right, this is what I have after gathering. You can see the puff, you can see how it's well structured. So this is actually a structured puff sleeve. So ensure you like this video so that every other person who wants to see this video can get to see it easily. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.